Good health, a sound education and training are among the must-haves for a bright and successful future. And in today's show, we'll tell you how to achieve these worthwhile goals. Hi there, I'm Arroya Eubanks. Thanks for making it Jamaica Magazine. On the pages today, opportunities at the Heart Trust National Training Agency that can put you on a successful career path. Plus, a feel-good story from our family to yours. We'll take you to Manchester at a boys' home where the youngsters are benefiting from the efforts of one state agency. Sit back and relax. Jamaica Magazine gets going right now.
Are you being promised lots of money, trips overseas, marriage, gifts, and other benefits without strings attached? What of jobs with excellent salaries but require no experience? You could become a victim of human trafficking, modern-day slavery, where you're forced to work or perform sexual favors. Remember, not everything that glitters is gold. If you or anyone you know has been a victim of human trafficking, call 811 or 1-888-PROTECT. Be wise, open your eyes, spot them, stop them. A message brought to you by the National Task Force Against Trafficking in Persons.
Householders, business people, school administrators, protect yourself and your children from the chikungunya virus. Be on the alert. Help control the mosquito population. Chikungunya is a virus transmitted by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which breeds in and around your home, workplace, and school. Destroy breeding sites. Empty old tires and all other containers where water can settle. Bore holes in old cans. Cover water drums and garbage cans. Wash flower pots and vases and clean pet dishes regularly. Protect yourself from mosquito bites. Cover your body as much as possible and use mosquito repellent containing DEET. And if you're experiencing symptoms of chikungunya, a sudden high fever, headache, rash, nausea, pain, stiffness, or severe joint pains, see your doctor or go to the nearest health center.
Having a skill is important if you are to be competitive in the new labor market environment. The government, in seeking to build human capacity and increase opportunities for more of our young people, is providing world-class skills training through the Heart Trust National Training Agency. More in this feature.
All year round, persons are groomed in skills such as these at the Heart Trust NTA, the institution that's preparing individuals to be the best at what they do and perform at the top of their game as entrepreneurs or working for others.
I know with the help of art, you can become a catalyst, an agent of change.
With over 29 training locations across the country, the Heart Trust NTA continues to effectively improve human capital development, providing training in a variety of vocations to anyone seeking to advance his or her career options. And to increase the awareness, the government's National Training Agency has, over the years, hosted several open days and career fairs. In November 2014, we caught up with them on the St. James Methodist Church ground in Clarendon.
We had a career information session for the students from the high schools, just speaking to them about career development, professionalism in the workplace, and really what is expected of them as they go through life and enter in the job market.
Students and school leavers weren't the only ones targeted.
Those who may be a little older and think that life is finished for you, I want you to know that Heart Trust is there to help you to create a career path so that you can be involved in community development.
Some of the Heart Trust options: a career in early childhood care development and education, apparel and sewn products, and motor vehicle repairs. The St. James Methodist Church ground in Clarendon was covered with eager students showcasing their skills. These young people are carving a place for themselves in the tourism and hospitality sector. They're not to be outdone by their peers who've mastered commercial food preparation, welding, electrical installation, and information and communications technology.
We have learned so much. We have learned about movie editing. We have learned about conducting interviews, how to video persons. We have learned to make flyers. It's a very interesting course. And it's not just about videoing. You can go into the production. You can do radio. You can work in the radio field. You can do a lot of things with this course.
As the Heart Trust continues to train and send out qualified skilled workers, it is contributing to the development of a productive and competitive workforce, essential for economic growth and job creation.
I urge you, I beg you, I encourage you, I motivate you. Let Heart give you wings with which to fly. Who knows who you will become? Who knows what you will do to affect this country? Who knows where your skill will take you? You could change this country, or you could indeed change the world.
For more information on courses offered by the Heart Trust NTA, log on to their website heart-nta.org or call 929-3410-8.
Know your numbers and control the keys to a healthier heart. Know the numbers for your blood pressure, cholesterol level, blood glucose level, and your weight and body mass index. Give yourself a fighting chance. Find out the risks they represent and what you need to do to stay healthy. Talk to your doctor and start making healthy lifestyle choices to prevent a heart attack or stroke.
This is one time we don't want you to laugh.
Staying safe on the road is a serious thing.
Mr. Taxi driver and bus driver, take time, no man. People, say one-stop driver and come off.
Cyclists, motorcyclists, pedestrian, all road users using the head.
Only if you use cell phone and drive. No, man.
Idiot thing that.
Road safety is no laughing matter.
Because we want you to be around
and laughing with us for a long time.
A message from the National Road Safety Council and National Health Fund.
Youngsters at the Mount Olivet Boys Home in Manchester are looking forward to a bright future. They have been receiving support and mentorship from the Jamaica Information Service, among other corporate entities. Take a look now at one of the agency's many visits as it seeks to inspire and empower.
Sharing the love at the Mount Olivet Boys Home. Staff of the Jamaica Information Service interacting with young wards of the state at Christmas. The JIST makes the trek to the Manchester-based home 3 times a year, including Christmas, and every visit is considered a family gathering.
We come in April, that's for the Easter period, where we have the sports day. We come in August, where we do back to school, and then the Christmas time.
They visit quarterly, undertake our sports day, our careers development program, and visit every Christmas. So we're delighted to see them again.
The time spent is precious, and the team celebrates birthdays and other milestones for the boys, who are always jovial, warm, and welcoming.
What we do is come with a birthday cake and we get them to cut it and we sing happy birthday to them. Happy birthday to happy birthday. This is the season of giving, so we ensure that we're here and we try to get as many sponsors on board as possible to assist in giving the boys something to celebrate Christmas with.
And the support of staff is evident. From cake sales to games evenings, team members stage events to raise funds to help finance the venture. It's a partnership for development made easier by the kind assistance of corporate Jamaica, pooling resources to meet the needs of the home.
We were able to get Wisynco and Joseph's to sponsor through the YB Afraid Foundation. The JIS as well, we got Rainforest Seafoods to support, and we even got a wholesale downtown to assist us with some of the items that we were purchasing to give to the boys. We got them some toiletries this time, things that they'll need to use continuously, we decided to give them that this year, and we're really pleased with what we were able to give to them, and we thank Corporate Jamaica for coming on board.
And the partnership has produced results. Motivated by team members who also act as mentors, former wards have moved on to higher studies and have done well for themselves. Akina Heron is a former resident of Mount Olivet.
The first time JIS come to the Mount Olivet, I was like, which group is this? The staff at JIS motivate me. And I started to watch TV and see the JIS program. And they started to invite about more what Jamaica PB is all about and what the parents are about. I started to excel good in school by studying, helping members, the younger members, by helping them homework and stuff. At JIS, when I bring in the work to the supervisor and I make a mistake, she pinpoint the mistake to me so I can understand what I'm doing more.
We hope our partnership will continue as long as it can.
The Mount Olivet Boys Home in Walderston, Manchester was adopted by the JIS in 2009 and is the agency's premier corporate social responsibility initiative.
We have committed as a government to providing internet access and internet services to all Jamaicans. So through the Universal Service Fund, we already completed an e-learning project where we equipped over 200 schools with computer labs. We're currently about 90% complete in distributing 25,000 tablets to students in basic, primary and tertiary schools across the country. We have built out over 200 community access points, which are computer labs, which are based in community centers, churches across the country. We have committed to ensuring that all Jamaicans, regardless of whether they're in the corporate area or in deep rural areas, they have access to the internet. The government itself has also taken steps within government to improve and enhance access to the internet. So in a context like that, where more and more Jamaicans are going to be online, we felt it was imperative to deal with the risks that are associated with being online, with children being online, with adults being online, with more financial and business transactions being online. So last year, in about June or July, in conjunction with the OS, who has been our main partner here, we began work on developing this cybersecurity strategy. And the strategy has 4 key components. One relates to technical measures, the second to human resource capacity, the third to public awareness, and the fourth, legislation. But we are committed to not just having a nice, pretty document, but to implementing this strategy so that as many Jamaicans as possible who are online feel safe being online, and so that we protect our critical infrastructure and assets. I think it's important because it provides a strategic framework within which we operate. We were doing a number of activities in the cybersecurity space. This underpins all the activities, places them in a context, and provides a kind of framework for how we will attack cybersecurity as a nation. We also work very closely with the police. The police has participated in a number of training programs that we have had, and we also work closely with our prosecutors in the DPP's office as well. So there's a coordinated approach with all the critical agencies to ensure that all are on board, because good laws without proper law enforcement, you won't be able to prosecute anybody.
Mapping Jamaica's Diaspora Project building a database on the human, financial, and technological resources of Jamaicans abroad, helping government to connect with Jamaicans in the diaspora for mutual development. Jamaicans living overseas are encouraged to sign up now. Spread the word to family and friends abroad. To take the survey, visit mapjadiaspora.iom.int. Information shared will be kept strictly confidential. Let's work together for our mutual growth and prosperity.
Up next, some of our top stories making the news this week.
Hi there, I'm Simone Wolf with your JIS News of the Week. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller was in Washington, D.C. this week and announced that Jamaica would be pursuing more strident advocacy for international action against trafficking in children. In the wake of last December's move by the U.S. to normalize relations with Cuba, Mrs. Simpson-Miller said human trafficking in children was likely to replace Jamaica's annual call at the United Nations for the lifting of the U.S. trade embargo against Cuba. She made it clear, however, that Jamaica still remained committed to an early and total lifting of the trade embargo.
We're of the view that this courageous step will ultimately contribute to peace, stability, and prosperity in the Caribbean region, in the USA, and beyond.
The Prime Minister was addressing members of the U.S. Congressional Black Caucus and other members of Congress, as well as IMF and U.S. State Department representatives. That meeting followed her participation in the Caribbean Energy Security Summit hosted by U.S. Vice President Joe Biden. She praised his announcement that the United States Overseas Private Investment Corporation, OPIC, was financing a $90 million investment in a clean energy project in Jamaica as part of a wider regional commitment.
The startup and conversion of more efficient, less expensive energy production plants to boost growth potential and jobs is high on our national agenda. We had the opportunity to discuss this issue with the U.S. Vice President at the Regional Energy Summit. We urged the U.S. government and private energy sector to grasp the opportunities that abound in the Latin America and Caribbean region at this time in relation to regional energy security.
Prime Minister Simpson-Miller was also in Costa Rica this week, where she participated in the third summit of the Community of Latin American States and Caribbean States, CELAC. She urged her fellow leaders to engage in meaningful cooperation to address poverty reduction within the region. Mrs. Simpson-Miller said poverty could be significantly reduced in the region's countries through expanded production, trade, investments, and job creation. In the meantime, she has commended the CELAC action plan to fight poverty and hunger and ensure food security for member countries. National Security Minister Peter Bunting this week announced that the security forces would be allocating more resources to preventive policing this year to maintain the long-term downward trend in murder and other major crimes seen last year.
This reallocation of resources will be achieved through mergers and downsizing of some of these non-geographical units, a process that is currently in train.
As part of that, he announced that the automatic assignment of close protection officers was being reviewed and assignments would be based on risk assessments. But in response to concerns from members of the judiciary, the minister later sent out a statement asserting that he recognized that most, if not all, judges and magistrates must qualify for CPOs on the basis of the inherent risk profile of their jobs. Police Commissioner Dr. Carl Williams also sought to assure judges of the High Command's continued commitment to their safety.
I just want to advise not just the judges, but everyone in Jamaica who currently benefits from the services of a close protection officer, that no one will automatically lose their security. We will ensure that whatever we do, as we reassign personnel in the force and as we rationalize our units, that all the areas that are currently being taken care of now, all the areas that have been covered, will continue to receive good and proper coverage.
Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips has announced that coming out of a recent cabinet retreat, government would be placing priority focus on accelerating growth and protecting the most vulnerable in the society in the upcoming financial year.
Overall, the cabinet took the decision that the basic thrust of the economic reform program should be sustained to continue our basic debt reduction path and to unlock the dynamic of growth and employment creation in the economy.
He said Cabinet also mandated the creation of a National Poverty Reduction Committee.
The PIOJ also has been mandated to update the survey of living conditions to bring it up to date in the quickest time possible so that the policy making can be informed by the most up-to-date data possible.
The Jamaican and Japanese governments are working with local farmers to develop the lucrative West Indian Sea Island cotton business in Jamaica.
West Indian Sea Island cotton is a crop for which there exists an established export market that is underserved, and herein lies the opportunity for us in Jamaica.
To help tap into those opportunities, the Jamaica Agricultural Development Foundation recently got new equipment for crop cultivation through the Japanese government's grant assistance for grassroots human security project. And finally, residents of Golden Spring and 14 adjoining communities in St. Andrew are now benefiting from the services of a Type 2 health center. The facility was rebuilt and upgraded at a cost of over $38 million and will facilitate services such as child care and immunization, anti- and postnatal care, and curative and family planning services.
What we are doing here and opening today, ladies and gentlemen, is part of a larger mission. It is part of a mission to create a primary care health infrastructure for Jamaica. What the staff will enjoy here is not just for the staff, but our patients and our clients are going to be operating in a better environment.
And those were some of the stories making news this week. I'm Simone Wolf.
Important precautionary measures to prevent the introduction of Ebola to Jamaica. A travel ban is now in effect against persons entering the island directly or indirectly from 3 West African countries struggling with the Ebola outbreak: Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone.
The Ebola incubation period is up to 21 days, 3 weeks. You could essentially have left anywhere, entered the country, and be well for a week or so before you become ill.
Stay alert, stay safe. Avoid travel to Ebola-affected countries. Persons must honestly disclose their travel history at all ports of entry. While traveling, report to authorities if you or any traveler have Ebola symptoms or is believed to have been exposed to infected items or persons. Also, do not touch dead bodies and make intimate contact with persons who may be infected or who could have been in contact with an infected person. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health's Emergency Operations Center at 1-888-1-LOVE. That's 1-888-663-5683. A message from the Ministry of Health.
A healthy and educated people living in a clean, natural environment, reducing crime, improving the justice system and governance, building a prosperous economy. It's not just a vision, it's reality. Learn about the plan. Join the vision.
My country, Jamaica, has a rich heritage and is very unique. If we all pull together, we can make it the place of choice to live, work, raise family, and to do business.
For more information on Vision 2030, call the Planning Institute of Jamaica or visit vision2030.gov.jm, your parish library, school library, or the Jamaica Information Service.
And that brings us to the end of today's edition of Jamaica Magazine. We value your feedback, so keep the link. Tell us what you thought of the show. Send an email to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm or hit us up on Twitter @JISnews. Also, click on our website, jis.gov.jm, for the very latest government information. I'm Arroya Eubanks, inviting you to join us tomorrow for more. Until then, take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.